Okay, I have now. Is my screen is visible? Yeah, okay. Okay, bye. Hello. Okay, got it. Yeah. So shall we start this meeting? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We can start this meet. Good evening, everyone. A warm, very warm welcome to the exciting workshop organized by AA Youth Alliance. We are thrilled to have you join us today for a hands-on journey into the world of Python and AI. Briefly acknowledge the participants' interest in AI and the importance of learning foundation skills. Whether you are a complete beginner or someone looking to solidify your basics, you are in the right place. Today's session will set up the stage to journey into AI. So, so in this Uh, Let me give you an introduction to AI Youth Alliance. AI Youth Alliance is a community driven initiative aimed at fostering interest, education, innovation in artificial intelligence. We focus on empowering young minds through workshops, webinars, collaborative projects to explore limited potentials of AI. So, highlights the mission and vision is to create a platform where everyone can learn, share, and grow in a field, and we will be like a creating workshop in step towards that our mission. Then, next slide. Okay, let me give you the overview of this session. So, over the next 2 hours, we will be dive into Python programming and explore how it is serve as a foundation of AI development. This workshop is divided into three segments: Python basics, simplified AI concepts, then hands-on project. In Python basics, we will be learning about the fundamental concepts and write your first Python program. And then in simplified AI concept, we will be gonna understand how Python enables AI and try out basic AI models. Then in the hands-on project, apply what you have learned to build a mini AI model. So let me go on with the topic. Then don't worry, if you are new to coding or AI, we will be guiding you step by step with examples and exercise to ensure you to get most out of this session. So, unlock the essentials of programming and AI. So, this slide outlines the primary learning objective of the session, which focus on building a strong programming foundation and understanding the concepts and gaining hands-on experience. The three pillars of this learning journey are: Python basics, simplified AI concept, then hands-on coding. Then let me give you the Python basics. Emphasize the importance of solid foundation in Python programming. Then how understanding the Python syntax and structure is crucial for creating software application and automating tasks effectively. Then we're gonna highlight that mastering the basics, and we will be empower learners to write clean and effective code. So then we're gonna discuss about the simplified AI concepts, such as we're gonna discuss Python is at the core of AI solutions, right? So it will be bridging the programming and artificial intelligence. So touch on the importance of understanding algorithms and data structure for implementing machine learning and AI applications. So convey that this segment will be demystifying AI concept, making them approachable for a AI skill levels. Then we are gonna discuss about the hands-on session. So stress the importance of practical learning by writing Python programs and experimenting with simple AI models. Explain the hands-on experience, reinforces the theoretical knowledge and boosts the confidence in problem solving and programming skills. Encourage active participation in during the coding exercise. So by the conclusion, we're gonna wrap up by stating the end of the session with some grasp of Python and basic understanding of AI, the confidence to start exploring coding projects. Yeah, next slide. So in this slide, we're gonna know about what is Python. So Python is a versatile, high-level programming language, and one of its standout feature is simplicity and readability. This makes it excellent choice for people just starting their coding journey, as well as seasoned developer who need a reliable and flexible tool. Okay. Um, then we can go with the historical background of Python. Python was created in 1991 by Guido van Rossum with a vision to make programming more intuitive and accessible. Its straightforward syntax allows developers to focus on solving problems rather than getting bogged down by complex code structures. One of the Python's strength is ability to support multiple programming paradigms, including procedural programming, object-oriented programming, then functional programming. Let me give you the procedural programming. Procedural programming is nothing about, it will be following a step by step logic. Then object oriented programming, which organizes the code using objects and classes. Then the lastly, the functional programming, which leverages the function as building blocks. The flexibility makes Python suitable for wide variety of projects. Application across industries. Python is widely used across many domains such as web development, building dynamic website with frameworks like Django and Flask. Then for data analysis, manipulating and visualizing the data with the tools like Pandas and Matplot library. And for the machine learning and AI, they will be developing intelligent model using libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and so on. Then Python is also used for automation in industries by simplifying and repetitive tasks with Python scripts. Python have a good ecosystem of libraries and framework. Python robust ecosystem makes it favorite among developers with libraries and framework. They tailored the various needs of people, and Python significantly reduces the development time while increasing productivity. Okay, then we can go with a conclusion of this Python combination of simplicity, flexibility, and rich ecosystem, which ensures relevance and widespread adaptation of tech industry. It's a language that truly empowers developers to turn their ideas into reality. So from here we gonna go with introduction to Python. Introduction to Python is started from the simplicity and readability. Python's simple and easy to read syntax lowers the entry barrier for beginners while allowing experienced developer to focus on problem solving. Okay, this is a main point. You just know Python is simple and easy to read syntax, and this lowers the entry barrier for the beginners, and which allowing experienced developers to focus on problem solving and its readability also improves collaboration, making it easier for teams to work together on projects, which is particularly valuable in workshop and training scenarios. And Python have a rich ecosystem of libraries. Python offers a vast collection of libraries tailored for various AI and machine learning tasks. Okay. NumPy and Pandas are used for data manipulation. Matplot library, Seaborn is used for data visualization. So these are the Python libraries we have been discussing right now. And scikit-learn is used for machine learning purposes. Then TensorFlow and PyTorch is used for deep learning. And NLTK and Spacey for natural language processing. So these libraries save and effective time for the developers, enabling quick prototyping and effective model deployment. And we will be having discussing about the community support of Python. Python has a huge and active community of developers, AI practitioners, and enthusiasts. This means participants can easily find online resources, tutorials, forums to address their challenges during the or after the workshop. Integration with AI tools. Python has different kinds of what kind of versatilities and accessibility, right? So Python will be enabling you to choose favorite among the developers with libraries and frameworks. Python significantly reduces the development time while it increases the productivity. Then community support is over. Then integration with AI tools. Python works seamlessly with AI friendly tools like Google Colab, Jupyter Notebook for live coding and experimentation. Cloud platforms for scalable deployments is used in Python. And these tools enhance the interactive learning experience, which is deal for hands-on workshops. Then we were gonna discuss about the cross-platform compatibility. Python's platform independence nature makes it easy to set up and run on any operating system, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and so on. This ensures a smooth workshop experience regardless of participant's device. So then Python is most popular language for AI and machine learning with its skill in high demand across industries. Learning Python prepares participants for career opportunities in data science, AI, web development, and beyond the time invest highly invaluable. So in the meantime, if you have any queries, you can just expose in the comment section. We gonna read them. Okay, I think we do not have any kinds of queries. So next slide. So we gonna discuss about variables and data types in Python. So let me give you the introduction to variables. Explain that variables that are containers for storing data values in a program. Use the examples like x equal to 10 to demonstrate how a variable holds the value 10. Okay, can see we are using an variable x and we are assigning the value as 10. So this will be enabling us to develop ourselves and store the data values in a easy way through an alphabet. And it's not ending with an alphabet, it may be used as alphanumeric too. And we are gonna discuss about the data types which is available in Python. Python is a dynamically typed language, meaning you don't need to declare variable type explicitly. So we can use numeric includes int. Int is a keyword, noted, and it consists of whole numbers and so on. Then float. Float consists of decimal numbers, and complex is used for numbers with real and imaginary parts. Then for the text, we will be represented by the str string used for text or string data. Then we are gonna use for sequence. For sequence, we use list keyword, and the list can be used be as ordered or mutable collection. Then tuple. Tuple tuple can manage ordered and immutable collections. Okay. Let me give you the list can order mutable collection, and tuple can manage the immutable collections. Then mapping. Type, dictionary type which stores the key and value pairs will be used for mapping. Then boolean. Introduce bool for logical values like true or false. So these are the data types which is available in Python. Then think you can see the examples which is provided in the screen. Age is equal to 25. We are storing the value as in int, and the name is equal to alias. Alias is a string, so it's a string. We have been stored the data type value as string. Then for the price, we have been using decimal types. So decimal types has been declared in a float. Then we are gonna next slide, please. Yeah. So here is a detailed view about functions which is in Python. Function is nothing about a group of things which is slightly related with the uh, calling procedures. Next slide. So we gonna see about what are the types of functions which is available in Python. Python provides simple and intuitive ways to handle input and output. For example, input function we use keyword input, and the input function is used to take user's input by default, and it treats the input as a string, so we may need to cast it to other data types. For example, let us assume we need to put int, then we need to put input, then we are closing a bracket, then we are providing a string. For example, enter a number. Let me give you this in your comment sections. Think you can able to see, right? So similarly, you can see here we are using this input is used for to uh, collect the data from the user, and we have been used to uh, as a function we are using to paste here. For example, if see here we are declaring in a variable, then the variable is printed with the print operator. So similarly, the output function print, which displays the output of the program. So the print function is used to display messages or variables values on the screen. It can handle multiple arguments and can be formatted using fstring or format methods. And let me give you the examples with formatting. You can see here there's a name. Let us consist take a name. For example, my name, I am Harish. So if I given my name Harish, then it will be printing as hello Harish, like that. Similarly, this will be helpful to experiment in with input and output comfortable with interactive Python scripts. Then uh, then we gonna go with control flows. Next slide. So control flow let us make decision based on the condition. The if statement executes a block of code only if the condition is true. The else if condition means it will be allows checking multiple conditions. Else condition is a fallback block that executes if all conditions are false. Let me give you with a simple example in the screen. Yeah, can see here the age equal to 18, then it will be showcasing that you are an adult. Otherwise, it will be giving you with the value of you are a minor. For example, if you try if age equal to 16 means it will be using the else statement that it will be using you are a minor. And if you are putting a above 18, can see greater than or equal to 18 means if you put above than 18, then you it will be showcasing you as an adult. So this is the function of if else function. Then, so make sure to use your indentations properly, because Python is very constructive and it will be very sensitive in their block of codes. So can see here, the if age greater than or equal to 18, then the indentations are present. So similarly, the else condition is provided with the indentations. So the code consists of some syntax which must be followed and executed correctly in Python. Then then we can go with the loops. Loops are used to iterate over sequence or perform repetitive tasks. For example, let me start with the for loop. For loop, it iterates over a sequence. For example, a range, a group of lists, or a string. The range function generates a sequence of numbers. In the example, the for loop iterates from 0 to 4, and it produces the, can see here, the for I range equal to 5 means it will be iterate from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So total the number is 5. Okay, it will be iterating the 0 to 4, and it prints the iteration 0, iteration 1, and so on. So you will be receiving 5 outputs: iteration 0, iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3, iteration 4, iteration 5. So similarly, the while loop is slightly similar to for loop, but while condition ex- is executed only. Then while loop executes a block of code as long as condition is true. Be careful with the condition to avoid infinite loops. For example, the variable count starts with 0. The loop runs while count is less than 5. Okay, make sure the variable count starts at 0 and the loop runs while count is less than 5. After each iteration, count is incremented by 1 to ensure the loop eventually stops. Otherwise, the loop will be executed the same values once again. So we are gonna use the iteration to make sure the while loop perform perfectly. And while loops are ideal when the number of iteration isn't known beforehand, like waiting for the user input or processing data until the condition is met. Encourages the audience to perform both for and while loops for better understanding. Then, uh, then we gonna go with modules and packages in Python. So a module is essential a Python file that contains reusable code such as functions, variables, and classes. You can create a module by simply saving Python file with .py extension. Let's say we create a module called mymodule.py, which contains function and variables we want to reuse. And for example, if you using modules, to use a module, you import it using the import keyword and followed by module name without the .py extension. Once imported, you can access the function or variable within the module using the dot notation. For example, my module dot some function. Then what is meant by packages? Packages is a collection of related module grouped together in a directory. It helps in organizing large code bases into smaller and manageable pieces. A package must contain .init file, while it requires to indicate that directory is a package. A package is could be contain multiple modules like module 1.py, module 2.py, and so on. So every package will be stored in a init.file, and let me give you in the comment section. So this init.py file, which is required to indicate the directory, is a package, and a package would contain multiple modules such as module 1.py, module 2.py, and so on. So how to import a package? You can import an entire package or specific modules from it. If you want to import a module from a package, you would use the syntax from my package import module 1. Let me give you the syntax in the comment section. You can also check through the slides. Then for external packages, Python also support third-party packages which you can install using pip package manager. To install the request library, you would run pip install requirements in your terminal. Then after installing, you can import the library in your code using import request. What are the benefits of modules and packages? Code reusability, organization, namespace management, and so on. So you can reuse modules across different projects, and the packages help you to organize your code logically into directories. Namespace management is used to separate code into modules and packages you avoid during the naming conflicts. Then new AI technologies used for coding as Python continues to evolve as a most powerful and versatile programming languages. The integration of AI technologies is making in AI are transformative the way we write, the test, and optimize code, improving workflows and collaboration. Key AI technologies influencing Python development today's include we can have nearly the new AI tools which is available in marketplace. For example, ChatGPT, Gemini, GitHub Copilot, then Deep DeepMind, and so on. DeepMind is a new technology. Uh, Let me give you an overview of all these AI tools. So, ChatGPT based on GPT, generative pre-trained transformer model, is an AI language model developed by OpenAI. It can assist developers by providing code suggestion, debugging, writing documentations, and even answering the question related to programming. Impacts of Python programming, which helps to automate repetitive coding tasks and offers real-time suggestion and error detection. ChatGPT acts as a tutor to help users understand Python concept and best practices. ChatGPT also assists in rapid prototyping by generating code snippets based on the user queries. So then we are gonna discuss about Gemini. It's just nothing about the Google's DeepMind. So Gemini is a Google AI model from DeepMind designed to generate more context-aware code and perform advanced problem-solving tasks. Impacts on Python coding. Gemini improves coding completion and context understanding, helping developers write complex Python code and more easily. It can refactor and optimize existing Python code for efficiency, reducing errors, and improving the performance. Offers the sophisticated and debugging suggestion for best practices in Python development. Then we are gonna discuss about the GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot powered by OpenAI Codex. So it's an AI-powered code completion tool that assists the developers in writing code faster than suggesting the entire lines. Block of code based on the context of the user's project is directly imported to their project file. And impact on Python coding. It helps Python developers by offering code suggestion which saves time and reduces cognitive load. Can auto generate test documentation, then entire document functions in a problem description. So it also improves the Python coding by giving suggestions and solutions to the millions of code you are working on. And it's slightly related with the open source projects. Then it's a new tool. It's nothing about the DeepMind. DeepMind, another AI initiative which is led by the China, and it will be applying to complex problem, including software development. It enhances Python capabilities in research and optimizing even AI algorithm development. Impact on Python coding. DeepMind innovations can be applied to improve Python's role in field like machine learning, deep learning, and scientific computing. Tools powered by DeepMind technologies are pushing the envelope in automating tasks and such as neural network design and reinforcement learning, and other advanced AI coding practices such as uh, dealing with your day-to-day projects. Then next slide. So exception handling in Python. Python is used to handle different kinds of exceptions. For example, it will be used to handle the exception based on try catch statements. The try and except blocks are used in the Python, which is slightly related with the um, state keyword try and the except blocks. Code that may raise an exception in placed in the try block, while except block contains the code. If that runs, then it will be creates an exceptions, providing a clear structure of error management. Let me give you with an example. When opening a file not found error may arise. If the file doesn't exist, by using a try except block, developers can catch this exception and handling it, such as prompting the user for a different file name. Then, for best practices for exception handling, we use some generic except clause and logging exception details for debugging purposes. Next slide. So Python with some conclusion, uh, with the continuous growth of AI technologies like ChatGPT, Gemini, GitHub, and DeepMind, Python is incredibly becoming more effective, efficient, and user-friendly. These AI tools not only help streamline coding process, but they also act as intelligent assistant capable of improving code quality, boosting developer productivity, enhancing the overall programming experience as AI continues to integrate with Python development. The future of coding looks smarter, faster, and more accessible for developers, regardless of their experience level. Today, we have explored the integration of new AI models like how ChatGPT works and Gemini works, GitHub Copilot, DeepMind in Python development ecosystem. These tools are revolutionizing how we code, interact with programming languages. Some of the key points of the AI tools. ChatGPT helps developers by offering real-time code, right? So it will be giving suggestions, debugging support, and by acting as a tutor for integration with Python. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. Then Gemini is a powerful tool from Google's DeepMind, enhances the Python development by improving code context, understanding, and offering advanced problem solving capabilities. It can be used for mining purposes too. It is particularly beneficial in optimizing and refactoring the code for efficiency. GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is designed to boost productivity by suggesting entire lines of function of a code, which saves time and reduces the effort required in writing repetitive code. It can also used to generate tests and even documentation based code context. Then at last we are gonna discuss about the same points of DeepMind. DeepMind focuses on enhancing the AI algorithms. Okay, so you can see the recent flow charts. It has crossed up to 7 billions of tokens by their neural networks, pushing Python's role in machine learning, reinforcement learning, and scientific computing. DeepMind innovation helps to improve both code quality and productivity. Future of coding with AI. The combination of these AI technologies with Python programming is not just making coding faster, it also about improving the overall code quality. AI tools assist with developers optimizing and debugging the generating code with minimal effort. These advancements make Python more accessible to all developers from beginners to expert and allows them to focus on more complex and creative problems while letting AI handle with the repetitive and coding tasks. So final thought, we move towards we can expect AI to continue evolving and further reshape how we approach coding. The future of software, just a minute. The future of software development will likely to be more collaborative with AI as a partner, offering insights and suggestions in real time. Thank you for your time today, and we are gonna discuss about the coding part of the Pythons. Just a minute, guys. So in meantime, you can check the resources which is provided in this PPT. You can access this PPT via our A Youth Alliance websites, and we will be sharing you with this all the links which is provided in this learning resources. And just a minute, guys. So here we gonna take about the coding parts of Python. Just a minute. So you can learn Python from the So you can learn Python from the basics through using these resources, which we will be providing you directly through the chat. Just a minute, yes. So it will be starting from the basics to the advanced level. So let us give you with the examples of just with the starting from a print statement, and we're gonna go with gonna discuss about first it must be connected to a runtime. So this is nothing about a collab environment. We're gonna see you just print is used for to print the statements which can be print both alphanumeric objects. Then if we use the operators in between the print statement, it will be used to calculate the values among the Python. Then let me open with the next project. So data types which is available in Python. I think you can able to see my screen. So here x is equal to 5. X is nothing about a variable. If you run this means the variable is just assigned to the value x is equal to 5. We are assigning the variable. Then if we print the x value means the 5 will be executed. So similarly, You did not directly want to use the print statement. We directly type x means it will be answering into 5. For example, we can use the multiplication here by 1 into x, so it will be providing the 5. So I think the decimal invalid decimal literal, it's nothing about thing, right? So let me give you the clue. So find this. So it directly, if you use double quotes means it will be directly or print the same values. Screen is black now. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, yeah. I think. Uh, okay, okay. So if we assign the name value in a string, name as Ryan means, then if we want to know the data type, then we need to enter the variable not. This is a keyword type and the name. If you type means it will be providing it. It is a string, right? Name is a string. This Ryan is a string, so the value is directly provided as string. Okay. Then we need to know the type of the x value. It's like it's a integer, right? 5 is an integer. If we need to run means just click this, then it is providing int. Then we having the type, it's a decimal value, then it will be giving you answer like float. Similarly for all the things, if we roughly type the number, it will be directly printing the same numbers. Then for complex numbers, we are using j, okay, j, and you can use any other like I can be also used, but it must be in two variable complexes. Then you can see here 1j and into 1j. It's like nothing about. It's a multiplication of complex numbers. It will be providing with your answer of -1 and plus j. Then we can add the strings here by using the uh, plus operator. You can see here the both the strings have been added, string 1 and string 2. It will be used in adding two different words. For example, let me give you a table book. Okay, no, I didn't good with the table book, but for example, data type means we can give a string one as data and second string as type means it will be joining, will be providing with a data type. Then uh, we can, if you put one inside a string means it will be providing you then answer 11. Okay, it does not add the both values. It just directly make as a string, it provides you answer 11. Okay, if one value is string and another value is an plus one means it provides an type error, because one is an integer and another one is a string, right? So it will be giving you the type error, and it will be providing with the, it cannot be concatenated. Then we will be dealing about with the booleans. If true means it will be providing you with the true. Then if false, if we provide means it will be directly providing with the false, and make sure the first letter must be in a capital letter. Then if true equal to true means then the answer will be also true. If 1 equal to 1 means it will be true. You use equal to operator for to evaluate whether the both the sides are equal or not. Then if it is different means it will be providing you with an answer false. Okay, so it is about the basic data types which we have been discussed right away here. Then we gonna go with the data structures. Just a minute, guys. Let me share my screen. I think you can able to see my screen. So if we use the square boxes inside, we can put if any numbers means it is nothing about it's a list. Okay. If we print our list means it will be just directly providing you with the answer inside a square brackets with separated by commas. Okay. Can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 will be providing you answer like this. If it is, you can ask doubt like if it is bb 12 and this is a 34 means it will be providing you answer like 12 comma 34. Then it is totally stored in like a value like arrays. Then uh, then if we have multiple strings in a list means it just provide the answer like list of strings. So this will be provided if we put a print statement. For example, I just copy this and also I just pasting this here. Just a minute, guys. Then we will be receiving list of strings, right? You can see here. So similarly, let me delete and run this. Then if my list is equal to 1 and the list is denoted with the boolean operators, it is gonna check whether 1 is present in this list is present in the first position or not. If it is false, then it is gonna provide you with the answer. So we need to once again put the print means we will be checking again. uh, just a minute, guys. My screen is black. Oh, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. So it's nothing about okay, okay, okay. So then we are gonna discuss about the thing with checking of 1 comma 2 comma 3 whether it is used in with the things of both boolean operators. And we are gonna check. Then we gonna count the list by using the learn term. It is gonna count. There are three numbers in this list, so we can see 1 comma 2 comma 3. Just count this as this one fully as a one, and this false true is an one string, and this is also a total three list inside a list, right? So it will be providing you answer with the three. Okay, so for this if we check means, so you can directly now execute. So it will be providing you with the four because this one is a list, this one is a list, this one is a list, this one is a list. Total we are getting an answer of four. Then for the sets, if you have any doubts you can ask for this, and just uh, post your if you have any doubts you just post in comment section. Then we gonna go with the sets is assembled inside a curly braces. So you can see this is a set, and this is separated with the comma operators. And if we print the set means we will be getting the answers in a curly brackets. Okay, so if we need to analyze the type of this set means just enter the type, and my set means it will be providing it as a set operator. Then we need to count means count operation is working in a sets operator. Then we are gonna use with the print statements of this set by counting them in a first. If we provide my set means there are total four numbers, right? Then if you use len of my set means it gonna provide you with one, two, three, four, and make sure it will be count one once at one time. And if we have two twos means it will be counting one time only. So if we printed the statement means it will be providing with 1 comma 2. then then we are gonna discuss about with the properties of arrays, and of this is like a equal to b equal to a. We are checking it is false in arrays. If we check in sets mean it is true. For example, if I put 1 to 3 and I just removing these terms, okay, if I run this means it is true. You can add different ones because only one time the values have been calculated. Remaining times it may be consist or it may not be consist. Then if we change the number into a different number, then it will be providing answer is equal to false, right? Yeah. Then we're gonna discuss about the tuple. So tuple is provided in a curved bracket. Okay, this is curly braces and this is a curved bracket. So you can check tuple. We are providing a values 1 comma 2 comma 3. Then we are gonna use the len function to count the tuple. It will be providing you answer directly with the 3. Then if we use that distributed operation here, 1 comma 2 equal to 2 comma 1, it will be absolutely providing you the answer false because both of them might be different inside a tuple. Then if we provide 1 comma 2 means it is true. It only also checks the position of the statements. Then we're gonna discuss about my list dot append. We're gonna use the append function to 1 minute. Yeah. So you can see here we are gonna append the function for inside the list of tuple here. Okay. In the my list we are gonna append. So my list you can see here is our last my list. 1 minute. Can we change this into okay, let us check here. It will be like we are upgrading it to appending this 4. Okay, we are inserting this 4 into a tuple. Can check we have been used the list here at the last time, right? My list we have been assigning with a new variable here, and we just it does add comma 4 like that in the results. So you can see here we are just appended with the list, and the value is correct. If we try to append a value in a tuple means it will be creating you with an error like the object has no attribute. It's an attribute error which will be faced inside a tuple. List can be appended and tuple cannot be appended. Then dictionaries. In dictionaries, we will be storing values with a key and values. This will be stored inside a curly braces. So this apple is a key and this is a values. So beer is a key and this is a values. So can see here we can type if my dictionary is inside a apple in a squared bracket mean it will be providing directly with an error because we are using what curly bracket here, and if we use to try to use this variable bits it will be provided with you a name error. Okay, then now we are gonna go with a new term, another one term with apple, like sometimes a green food. Then second term, can see here we have been provided with an answer like sometimes a grapefruit. Then if we try once again means they will be providing you with an answer. The this If you need this link, just provide your answers in comment section. We will be sharing you. Yeah. Next week, I think you can able to see my screen, right? Next this we're gonna deal with operators. Operators are the thing about the arithmetic operators like adding. One plus one will be answer is two, right? So just manage because we have different kinds of them. We must want to delete our past sessions, which is present in runtime. Okay. Now the runtime is solved. So can try this runtime. One plus one will be two, absolutely. Let the runtime will be connecting through the collab. Sorry. Is my voice audible? I think so. So can see here we are adding the values. It will be providing you the values. They'll multiplying means for 5 or 20 absolutely. Then if you use two times the star operator means it's nothing about the power of the 5. Okay. Here you can see 5 square is 25. Can you increase the power by can provide 25 5 power 25 is can see clearly from values to be coming in a large way. And for dividing you will be using the division operator. Then you can see here you will be providing you with the dot decimal point because we are using directly the division tool. If we provided with the condition of the float, then the operation will not be sealed. Then for by 20 by 6, the value is absolutely Gola by 3.333333 and so on. So at last it will be giving you the value of 5. Then for the to find the remainder of the value of 20, for example 20 by 6, we need to use this percentage operator to find the modulus of the value. Then we are gonna see we have seen this by adding the strings, and we also seen that we can multiply the strings using just write the string function, then you just add the multiplication operator, then you type the number of times where the string needs to be repeated. For example, you can see here in real time we are running that string is multiplied into 4 times. You can type 5 times means then it will be gonna execute for 5 times. This will be helpful in a Python in a very easy way. And if we added a string with the number means it will be providing with a type error. Make sure it's an important question which is asked in replacements. Yeah. Then we gonna compare logic and use membership operators. For true equal to true, the answer will be true. And if 4 is greater than 5, yeah, absolutely 4 is greater than 5, it will be providing you with an answer true. Then 5 greater than or equal to 5, then the equal to operator is there, then it will be answer is true. Then for 5 greater than or 2, 5 is greater than or 2. No, 5 is greater than or 2. Yeah, 5 is greater than or 2. If we use 5 is less than 2 means, then the answer will be like false. Then if the 5 is greater than or equal to 2, yeah, you can see Here we are using the greater than term, so it's absolutely true. Then some of the logical operations like and or not using the Python. So if true and true is equal to, the answer will be like true. Then if you use true and operator with the false means, you just think about 1 0, then the option will be value will be the false. Then for or operator, if you use true or false mean, then it will be like you will be getting the value of true only, right? So the one will be given you like here in the answer. Then for 0 and the 0 is absolutely it will be like false. And we type and here means also just check it like false. This is nothing about using the operators functions. I think you will be studying operators in the logic gates and all. So just try this logics because these logics will be playing in a major role in the subjects of IoT and so on. So make sure Python has a very vast amount of region where it plays a very competitive way and making the problems in a to solve in easier way. Then not true is, so bar of one is what, it will be absolutely the 0, right? So not true is false, then not false is true, absolutely. Then we gonna use some membership operators, like we can check the list whether the values is present or not. One in this list, is one is in this list, yes, one is absolutely in the list, then it is gonna provide you with the value true. We gonna check with the value 10, but the 10 value is not available in this list, right? So if we check here means, then it gonna give you with the answer false, right? If we you can see here, uh, we gonna check with the values of 10 not in this list. So not in, make sure this not which is present in the in gonna change the circumstance and providing you with the value true, right? And can use to check the strings too by checking the string consists of the word cat is present in this string, right? If we put not in means the pet cat is there, but they are telling that not in this list means it's totally false. We'll be getting the answer false, right? See, you have been received the answer false. Then we gonna go with the control flows. Just a minute, guys. So for the control flows, we have started with declaring a variable a equal to true. Then if it is true means it will be printing this. Allow, it will be printing this too. Okay. If a is false means, then you will be printing this else statement. You can check whether what is printing here and make sure it is inside this loop and it is outside the loop. So once if it is true means it will be printing this two things with also the last one. If it is false means it will be printing only this this statement. Let us try a equal to false. Make sure to use the capital letter and make sure it will be also printing the global global thing, global print variable. And let's check here. This is common for both, and the true and false value only changes the statement which is present inside the else and if. And we gonna go with some bigger variables. B a equal to true and b equal to false, then c equal to true. We are gonna use the else if statements and so on. So you can see if a equal to true, a is true, right? So this two will be present inside the program. Then if b is, if b print both are true, b is true, no, okay, it will be skipping this. Then if C equal to true, all are true. So just C, if C in the true, but all must be true, right? So B is false, so this statement will not also be available. Then else statement is A is there, right? So it will be choosing the A. So print this and the global variable. At last, these three things will be available. So these two things and the last thing. So this is how we can play with the Python in real time. And for this is control flow statement. Yeah, I used to play with control flows. So you can, if you need to play with the control flows, let me. I will be sharing you with this all kind of resources. You can also access through the AI Youth Alliance. Then we're gonna go with the loops. We are gonna use the for loop. You can check here. We are declaring a list a equal to 1 2 3 4 5. Then for I in a number. So for loop must be in some ranges, right? So we are providing the ranges like a. So a consists of five numbers. So if you can see, it will be printing all the five numbers. And you can see here the list is in a horizontal way. To convert into a vertical way, you can use this for loop. Then so you can also check the values which is present inside the list by using 4 in a. It will be providing you with the answer. Yeah, 4 is present in a, so absolutely it is true. If I try 14 in a, then it will be answer is false. Then working with the loops. Uh, Now this is while loops. You can see a equal to 0. Then while a is greater than 5, print a equal to a plus 1. So this is the iteration statement. I just need to say iterate. So here the values are gonna iterating, and we use this hash statement in before any of the Python values mean it will not be what it executed during the runtime. So use this hash statement to like oh sorry, I just typed the wrong. Yeah, I think this is right bit. Yeah. So you can see here the A is iterated here with the value of 1. You can also give the value of 2, then the values will be added with the 2, 4, 6, 8. Similarly, the values will be changing 0 to 4. So because it's less than 5, right, then the loop will be stopped at 4. So we can keep the 1 as usual. Then we can check. So it will be providing first the value a equal to 0, then it will be coming out as answer. Then we are gonna iterate with 0 plus 1. Then it is gonna go with the condition 1 is greater than 5. Yes, it's true. Then it is gonna provide with an value 1. Then iterate. Then this is a while loop forward. So at last, if it reaches the 4, 4 is greater than 5, then it will be printing 4 plus 1 equal to 5, then which will be entering into this loop. 5 greater than or equal to 5, then the value is false, right? We check here. 5 greater than 5, check, it will be providing the answer false. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, sorry guys. I think my voices are not audible. So sorry for the technical glitch. And here you can see here, if you use equal to operator inside the here means then phi is gonna iterate once again. Then we will be provided with an answer phi also, because phi is equal phi greater than or equal to is there, phi equal to phi, there it will be providing you with an answer phi. If I traded with the 5 plus 1 equal to 6, then 6 is less than 5, right? So it is directly will not become, the loop will be stopped. So this is the way while loop is gonna play a role. And while loop have a wide range of application in password cracking and so on, because it will be trying the passwords numerous times. Um, you can think that Flipper is using the while loop while cracking the passwords of the older versions of Androids. Then I gonna go with the topics of functions. Let me share my screen. Make sure to disable your runtime, because it will be affecting you in a part of different runtime means they will be charging you with, if you are using premium. And just a minute guys, I think you can able to see my screen. So we can gonna deal with the functions. We are there. So we are entering into the function spot. You can see I just printed with the hello world. Let's start in a easy way. Okay. Then we're gonna use the def function. Def is nothing about, it's a common keyword which is used to declare a function. Okay. De means declare, and f is a function declaring a function. So here we are declaring a function multiply by 3. So this multiply by 3 is, the word is a function, and we are provided with the value. So value is nothing about the answer. Okay. So you can see here this value is gonna called by this function, and the value is used by here. So 3 into 4 is what? 12. So if you see here, you have received the value 12. So Python is playing the functions. With the functions, they used to call the values from one place to another, and using the values in a easier way. So it will be providing you with a good amount of memory optimizations. Then def function of multiplying two variables. Okay, for example, this val1 and val2. Val2 is I not declared, and val1 is also not declared. If we declare val1 and val2 in a similarly, like, let me declare here. So you can see statement can also jointly write with that, or you can use a separate statement. So the 3 is going to executed by us value 1, and the 4 is executed as value 2. So 3 into 4 is absolutely told once again. If I change the values here, 3 into 5 means, then answer is 15. Yeah. So this is how the coding works. Nothing, it's like a butter. If you put the answers the proper way, the code will be working. Okay. The algorithm plays a major role in coding. So then next, so there is a list. Yeah, we have a list a equal to 1 2 3. So there are three lists are there. Then three strings are there. Okay, three strings are there. Sorry, and we are using def function. Then we gonna append 4. Okay, so we gonna append 4. Append 4 is here function. Okay, can can up, this is a function name is, we can keep any function names. Okay, and the list is the number. Okay, my list is the number. We can provide my list equal to some values. Okay, you can see here the 4 is appended here. Let me change the value of 4. Okay, let's, by providing here my list equal to 5. Okay, let us try which value is appended. Okay, whether the 4 is appended or the 5 is appended. So, can see here The append statement must be there to append the values. Make sure the values may be like in a improper way. During you can see here the list must be appended means then we must use the append statement. Without the append statement we cannot directly append the values. Okay, and make sure to not to use equal to, then you use the. Now anyone can answer, tell the value which is gonna happen and which is not gonna happen. I think my runtime is ready. So it will be providing you with an error because we gonna use the append only once, and if you try to use the appends more than once means it will be providing you with an error. Okay. For that we need to use some for loop conditions to append multiple values. Okay. So let us try here. So it's gonna append 4. If I change the values here, then it's gonna append 5. Right. It's gonna append 5, right? So just append 4 just nothing about a function. Function can be used with any names, and the value of the list is gonna play a major role. Okay. Then what if we given print within a print function? Okay. Everyone just try this because this is a cool way to check whether the print is printed or not. Okay, but unfortunately the print is not printed here because it is gonna just see this. It is just checking and providing you with the first function with the print. It will be providing you with the hello world. Then the print will be the answer is none. So it is provided you with an answer none. Okay, then we can check the none type. None type is it's a type. Okay, it will be like an some kind of errors will be common none type. Then if we add the none plus one means it will be like provided you with a type error. Once again the type error will be there because we cannot add any string values with the none or any kind of data types. Then we gonna discuss about we gonna discuss about. So if you have any idea to discuss about the topics which is very hard to you, let me know. We gonna take that first. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Let me go with my agenda, and can see here we are gonna go with the next topic of um, shall we go with some kinds of easy like classes and instance? Yeah, we can try. Let me share my screen with another runtime. Yeah, yeah. I think you can able to see my screen. So we're gonna use class and the instances in Python. Okay, class is nothing about declaring a whole functions within a class. Okay, so we can uh, different types of function we can execute within a class. Okay, you can see here the we are initializing a function within a class and a function name. This is a function, right? Function value, and this anim is also a value. We are initializing these two terms. Okay. First, we have been using self.anim equal to anim, then self.award equal to 4. Award is not yet initialized. Then we gonna check with the values. It gonna provide you with that. Yeah, 1 minute. We can disconnect the runtimes. Read the sections. So all the runtimes have been disconnected, and I am connecting my runtime. Uh, so you can see here, we're gonna execute this. It just initialize the functions. That's all. We do not check any values here, and we do not play anything here. Just we are declaring a class, okay, and we are declaring some functions within it, the class. If the class execute, the whole function is gonna execute. Okay, so we gonna give the values of the some. We are assigning the values for the first and second. The anim is nothing about the class. We are assigning the value one piece for the anim. Okay, got it. You just uh, changing this. If instead of writing this, you are writing this statement. Okay, now it is gonna wait. Uh, just a minute. I think you can check. If my screen is black, you just try to check whether my screen. I think my screen is okay. We have been switching with different runtimes. The screen may appear in black during sometimes. Uh, it will be rectified in a second here. Then we gonna go with the things like first dot trend. Yeah, just calling this first and just merging with the trend. So we are just using the calling this function. Okay, we are just calling this function. So it just provide you with an value this. Okay, we are calling this function. Okay, then it is gonna print the value of self dot anim. What self dot anim is, this one piece will be coming here. Then plus anim word is also coming here. Then we gonna provided with the award. Then award is there. Then self award value on the 4. The 4 will be provided you with the here. And just a minute, guys. I think you can able to see my screen, right? Yeah, great. So just a minute, guys. Yeah, am I audible right now? Yeah, sorry for the glitch, guys. Some technical issues have been arised. Okay, so let me back with the runtime. So just reconnect with the runtime. So this is not the runtime we have been discussing about. I think you can able to see my runtime screen, right? Okay, we are gonna use this trend to call this trend function, and we have been self dot animus one piece. If I change this as a another term like changing with the value what tell any anime which is famous right now. We can keep Jujutsu Kaisen. So I just type Jujutsu, then it will be provided with Jujutsu. Then if I type Jujutsu anime, then it will be awarded the 4. So similarly, it gonna work. We can call the values wherever it is. It is a very useful way, and memory consumption is very less while using these ways. So Python is also memory friendly and easy for the users to call the functions and declaring the variables. Then ultimately, if we need to call the second trend means it will be providing you with the second trend of the Naruto anime with the provider with the 4 awards. So this is how the classes and the instances is gonna work. Then we gonna discuss about the things like mm, challenges, challenge hints. Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, I think you can able to see the screen right now. Yeah. So we gonna have some challenges right away here, and you can see the factorial functions give the numbers of possible arrangements of a set of n values. For example, for the 4 factorial means it will be providing you with 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we need to calculate in this way means we are gonna use some factorial challenges and optimizing the Python code in a better way. So you cannot use the factorial symbol because it is resembling the not in Python. So we are providing you with the uh, options with how to deal with the factorials. Okay, can see here my variable equal to 1. We are declaring our variable equal to 1. Then it's ultimately an integer. Yeah, it is true. Then you are gonna get the answer with easy way. So try to study programming with starting with the easy and go on with the some toughest way, because while we are dealing learning on Python codes regularly, I am not telling in Python, we can use in C, C++, Java, and so on. We try to integrate the first code in a very easy way means it will be providing you with the confidence to deal with the next and next codes. Okay, so the same thing, all these things, right? It is gonna, it's an integer, right? It will be printing the value. If we use this factorial symbol right away here means it's not a factorial symbol, but it's a exclamatory symbol. This exclamatory symbol will be like acting as a not function. Okay, so if the variable is not an integer, then the statement is be printed. So see here, this variable is not an integer, right? So it is gonna printed with, this is a string, guys. This is a string, guys. So it is gonna print like directly my variable is an integer, directly it is printing. Then can see here it's gonna use while loop. Okay, we gonna use while loop with the different iterative statements. We gonna iterate two values simultaneously and finding the values of when the values of yes gonna end. Let me give you the assumption. The value of s and the value of I will be the same. You can see here this code I equal to 0 and s equal to 0. Then you can see here s is gonna adding throughout this iterated method, and the I is gonna stop within the value of 9, and it gonna will not be execute that 10 too. So we are gonna add the s 9 times. So 0 plus 1, so 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3. Then similarly you're gonna add, we are getting the result as 45 rather than we are typing like 1 minute. Let me just give you 0 plus what 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Rather than using this, we are using an optimized way. Just add this 10 because s will be like provided with the value 10, and the I will be rejected but the s will be printed. Okay, so we'll be getting 55. So similarly you can see here sum of all numbers from 1 to 10 is gonna execute here. Okay, then so it's not a better optimized way. You can use this way rather than typing all these kinds of operators and the number. Numbers are like it will be utilizing more amounts of what spaces, right, memory. So we can use this method to optimize our values, and we can use I comma s equal to 0 rather than using in a s equal to 0 in a separate line. Sorry, I just sorry guys, I just made a mistake here. I equal to 0, then we can have s equal to 0. Sorry for it. I comma s cannot be done. Within Instead of that, we can have declaring variables separately, because we are gonna use this method in a see here we are iterating, right? So we cannot use that I comma s equal to 0, because it's once again stops the totally iteration process and providing you with an 0 and provides an infinite loop. Okay, so make sure uh, with the separate things, otherwise it gonna provide you with an infinite loop. Then so I provided you with an example how the infinite loop form. For example, if I put I comma s, then it will be an absolutely an infinite loop, because 0 is execute 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 execute, and it provides an what kind of infinitely loop. Then wait. I hope I thought you will be directly dealing with the factorials, but not. We are discussing way in a step by step way. Okay. Then we gonna use the recursion function. Okay, to recall the function. Okay, by using the return keyword. Okay, def is a function, and define and add numbers is a function. May know where I have been left. So I think I have been left from this here. So which is an optimized loop means absolutely, rather than using the while function loops, we prefer some conditional loops like if, because it is most optimized rather than using an undefined loop like while loops and so on. Let me share my screen. Um, you'll be getting some idea how the loops are gonna work with. So this is the most optimized way rather than using the while loop which is present here. Okay, I think my screen is visible right now. Yeah, and we gonna use some. Yeah, okay guys, thank you. So okay. So here you just check here. We are gonna declare with the function name pause. Okay. If we use the pause means it will be skipping the value. Okay. If we need to skip the value of 5 minutes, we just gonna just skip the value. Okay. And let me run and provide you with an answer. So factorial of 0 is what? So you just pause, just skip, that's all. Returns none. Okay. Factorial is ultimately it will be skipping the value, that's all. Okay. அதாவது factorial is a function. We are using the pass is gonna skip the values. Okay. Factorial of 1.2, then the function calls the pass means the 1.2 is gonna bye bye. Okay. Then it we are using some values of string named as spam. No use. It gonna provide, it will not provide any kind of outputs. It is none. Okay. Then we gonna discuss about some integers and floats. Okay. I think my runtime is visible for you. Yeah. So let me connect with my runtime. So in the previous way, you have learned some basics of integers and floats. Here we gonna discuss about some kind of revising the older topics. Okay, just we are gonna use the division symbol and we're gonna get output with the decimal value. Then we are gonna add two values with the decimal means it will be providing you with the decimal values. Then we multiply with values means it will be providing you with the decimal values. Check if we 4 into 4 means it will be providing you with 16. If we use the dot 0 means it also be mentioned here in your output. Okay, if you use in power means power also it will be, then you will be changing into 4 power 4, it's nothing about 16, then it will be providing you with an answer. uh, 4 power 4 is nothing, 4 power 4 square is 16. Okay, 4 power cube is what, 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64. Then 4 power 4 is 256. Okay, 256. I think we need to get 256 and dot with the value of 0. We are getting 256 dot 0. And 4 power 4, we are just checking whether it is an integer or float. Okay, I think it will be like will be providing you the 256 because we are converting this value into an integer. Okay, whether if it is float means it will be like 256.0, same value will be you will be getting. We are converting, we can convert by using the data type in before the values by using int and so on. For 8.9 means it will be absolutely 8, it will not what converted into their whole number. Like 8.9 is not converted into directly 9, it will be just remove this dot, no, the decimal point and the remaining values which is present on the right hand side. Then you can see here also there are 8.999. It will never check the decimal values. If we use integer, directly provide the unit values. Then we gonna go with the 14 by 3 is absolutely you will be getting some decimal values, and it gonna skip 4.333 something or some 4 point some values, just provide you the unit digit. Then we gonna round. Okay, you are asking that we can round the 8.999 into 9. Okay, right, similarly you can round the value by using this term. Round to two decimal points mean it will be 4.99. We can, it is also rounded only. 8.99 is the maximum value. So for this statement 4.6666 will be going on. 6 is rounded by 7 and it just ended. Then if we minus two values with the decimal value mean it will be having like these kind of amount of numbers. It's not zero point 0.2, it's on 0.199999996. Okay, just check. In Python, this is a main thing. This is a main thing. Once again, I can repeat it. 1.2 minus 1, or I can put 1.1 also means it's gonna provide you with 0.999, not 0.1. Okay, see, 0.099999 it's gonna provide. It's not 0.0 Okay, because it's absolute and it's provided with the what kind of absolute value. Okay, then 14 by 3 values still 4.6667. Then rounding out the value of 1.2 and 1.0 is 0.2. If we use this round only means then it will be provided with 0.2 or it will be provided with you 0.19999, so on. See here, you can see here, check this. So Python, you can play with Python in mean way. Let me on the nearest to the time. So let me go with some more speed in because we need to discuss tuples. dictionaries and so on. So let me end with the tuples and dictionaries. Then I'm gonna provide you with an showcasing you with the project, and this session is gonna end. Okay, by 8 we gonna shortly end this meet. Yeah. So please try to stay. Yeah. So I'm gonna delete the sessions. Yeah. So I have been deleted the sessions, and we have the dictionaries, and you can see here this is sets. Okay, this is sets, and dictionary will be consist of both key and what key and values, right? So this is a set. Set consists in curly bracket. If you print a set means it will be same, and uh, if a set is mentioned in a tuple means it will directly will be provided you with the value of set. And some of the playments are going play games like set and list are slightly similar, but the brackets are different, and set and tuples are being same, and it'll be playing both, but tuples can be immutable, right? So we cannot what append any values inside the tuple, or can we cannot like using to compare two tuples or something. So there are some restrictions in sets and tuples. Sets can be used for many purposes, and sets cannot be repeated. Okay, if I put another comma c means it cannot, you can directly see that a comma b comma c is the value. Okay, it does not provide another c here. So sets and tuples are slightly different in this mean, and you can add the set because uh, set is mutable, and you can use while loop and len functions right away. Len is nothing about count. Then you can add set, checking the variables inside the set. Yeah, it can be done. It will be providing you the answer false. Then using while loop and ordering the horizontal path into a vertical way, so you will be answering getting the answer c dot cabd by using the pop function. We can doing this, and let me give it some other example. So tuple will be having with a curved bracket. Let me help you with this. So can uh, you is slightly curved, right? You can assume in that way tuples must be in a curved bracket. Okay, you just see the u. Okay, no, u is one type of curved, so you must directly you must write the curved bracket. Some members will be having right kind of doubts in how can I memorize the tuples and what is set. Set is nothing about just a curly bracket. Tuples is curved bracket. List is square bracket. Then dictionary is curly bracket with keys and values. That's all. Then tuple is consist of with the we are just counting the is positions using the square bracket. Tuple, if we use square bracket means we are counting this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Then if we check the d is positioned on we can what immutable tuple, right? So we cannot immutable mute this d at the 0th position, so it will be providing you with the error of type. Okay, if I trade this in a set means it is gonna replace the a instead of d. And yeah, so we can use the functions here right away, and tuple can be checked with the type function, then can use to print in this way. This is most what easiest way, but it is not an optimized way to print in a vertical order. We must always use this while function. Okay, rather than using this one time print three times. Okay, try to reduce the size of code. And if we compare while with if means, prefer if functions and all, okay, because while is slightly dangerous. And we gonna go with the dictionaries, and directly we gonna jump with the like real time project, and we gonna end this session by 8 o'clock. Yeah. So on it I will share my this tab. So next we gonna discuss about dictionaries. So I think can get my screen right. So we gonna import from the collections of Python. Let me connect with the runtime. From is just calling the collections and importing the default dict function. Okay, so it's calling this library from this module. This is collection is a module. Then this is a package which is gonna imported, and you can check here it's imported. Then you're gonna use animals as a dictionary name, and we have some keys and values in this. We can, if we print animals means it's gonna provide you with these individual values. If I put a equal to means it will be provided with advark and other things. If I, we can also similarly check if I add the, I can add values to the dictionaries by using the square brackets. So you can use the append function, or you can also use the square bracket to append the values inside a dictionary, and also the sets and list. Okay, and we gonna go with once again printing. The d is also added. Then I need a with two names, so a is added with antelope and also with adverb. Okay, so you can see here the adverb is exchanged with the term antelope by using the append function in the dictionary. Then we are gonna use the animals dot key. We are fetching the keys like a comma b comma c comma d are the keys, right? We are fetching the keys. Uh, then we gonna go with just a minute, guys. Just a minute. I think on it. Yeah, I think I'm back. Am I audible? Yeah, I think I'm audible. I think I'm audible. Okay. So here we gonna discuss about the dictionaries, right? So dictionaries we have been passed with the antelope. So A is replaced by the antelope. Then we are been calling the keys A comma B comma C comma D are the keys, which is only displayed inside a tuple, in the square bracket. And for the values, we are gonna use the values like the antelope, bear, cat, dog is gonna appear inside the same square brackets. Similarly, then we gonna list the keys only. So the list is gonna disappear, and we gonna get the values only inside the square bracket. You can see here the values are present here. Then if I type the e value means e is not present, so it will be provided with your key error. Key is not present, right? Then if I need to get the A value means it is antelope exactly, because adverb is replaced with the antelope, and antelope we are calling, so antelope is came. And so if we count the animals means it will be counting the keys which is present inside the dictionary. Okay, so it will be count the dictionary by it will be provided you with the answer 4. Then in the animals we can add antelope and aardvark at the same time by using a list. Okay, by using a list, we can add the two names. For example, B. I can also add some B. So there is a B, right? B. So B also will be having B, and so for a we have been dealing with animal means, so we need to put bison. So this is a way, and also we can add using some append functions like b, and putting append dot bison means it will be appending the bison, and directly without writing like this we can directly append, and we can calling the c functions. I think you can able to hear see here, right? Just a minute, guys. Oh, sorry. So we have been updated the value of C. We gonna append that in cat, and we gonna check with some. So we gonna print whole the dictionary in a list. Come on, we type this means it gonna appear in. So there is a list, right? So this is a list, right? So it will be gonna provided you with the list, and if we need to append the e value means we gonna use this animals dot e and provide append means it will be gonna appending you with the term elephant inside this whole dictionary. And next, if we check f means there is none, right? So f will be none, values will be none. So then we gonna discuss about the projects within this 5 minutes. Let me open the project. So don't this is a simple project within the use of python. I think you all know about the game. It's a game, okay? It's a game, but uh, we we used to play in during the school times and all. Okay, share this instead. Okay, 1 minute. Stop share. Okay, we connect with the runtime and just stream. Yeah, this game is slightly weird. 1 minute, guys. I will be sharing you with the code. Just check. Sorry for the interruptions. This is nothing about. This is a flames game. Okay. F is friend and Nail is love. A is uh, kind of, I don't know, but M is marriage. E is enemy and S is sister. Right? I think so. And if you know the word A means you just post. Okay, it's affectionate. So these are the terms we are declaring inside a function, right? Okay, if F is a letter means it is gonna friends, and L and A M E S, we are provided with all kinds of letters, which is gonna be a result. We have been inserted this function. Then we gonna use flames calculator. We need two names. Okay, one is the boy name and another one is the girl name. So we are gonna check whether their relationship is what. So by using this, by we getting the names of the x and getting the names of y, and we gonna count the names. For example, if it is my name Harish means HARISH, six names will be there, and let the girl name will be x. Okay, I don't have any difference. Okay, x, then the y value is some 6 digits or 7 digits. Okay, let it be. Okay, it gonna count, and it gonna provide you with 6 plus 7 what. So 6 12 13. So 13, so it gonna count this 13 flames into 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's just provide you with the friends. So okay, similarly, you can try this game with your friends, and this will be so exciting. Rather than writing in a note, you can give this code, and you can just calculate whether how it works. It's just uh, coding in a Python, coding with a Python, providing you with a kind of what um enjoyment and playful way. Means you can try these kinds of codes, and you can also play TikTok games with your friends using this Python. And so this is how it works. Uh, can okay, let me provide with you some hero cinema guys. Okay, cinema guys names. Okay, uh, okay, as today's let me type Samantha and okay, Samantha and his relationship name Simbu. So can see here it's provided like enemies, but his full name is Silambarasan. So if we try Silambarasan means we can check how it gonna work. So sorry. So this dash must be minus one. So let us try once again. So this is how the Python is user friendly and very effective while coding, and can use to play games and so more. Yeah, and yeah, it's like affectionate. Yeah, it's totally affectionate. Definitely, yeah. And sorry for the fans, Samantha fans and Silambarasan fans. Okay, let us end this amazing session with the coding with the Python. And yeah, guys. So as we move forward, we can expect AI and Python to continue evolving and further reshape how we approach coding. Okay, the future of our software development will be likely be more collaborative with AI as a partner, offering insights and suggestion in real time. And we AS Youth Alliance will be providing you with more kinds of Python Python environment, and we have been some other schedules. We have been planned in recent way, and in advancement in Python, we'll be providing you with from beginners to expert. We have been providing more kind of resources, and we're gonna provide you with some complex and creative problems in our websites and so on. And we will be creating more youths who will be aware of all the new kinds of technologies at current trend. And thank you for being here. Our session is gonna end. Thank you, guys. uh, we can end the stream. Yeah, sorry. I didn't expect my camera off. Yeah, guys, bye. 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 Bye.